Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The economic ties between Kuwait and Oman have long been characterized by mutual cooperation and strategic collaboration. Both nations have recognized the immense potential for economic growth through joint ventures and investment projects. We have with us via telephone our third guest for today, Mr. Jamal Al-Asmi. He is the CEO of Realty CG, to highlight different tides that both nations went through to reach their economic goals and elevate their status around the globe. Hello, Mr. Jamal. Can you please highlight any recent trade deals or investment projects between Oman and Kuwait that are poised to strengthen their economic ties?
Thank you very, very much for having me on today. It's a privilege to join you and to be able to share some insights on this auspicious occasion that marks yet another milestone for the two nations. I like to think of Oman and Kuwait's relationship more like a brotherhood than a partnership. And this brotherhood stems back millennia. Imagine Kuwaiti trade ships setting sail from Oman's ports to the rest of the world. But there's more to the world than just capitalism. And although these ships were honestly trade ships and they were carrying goods, the ties that were forged between Kuwait and Oman were more than just economic. They were social, they were cultural, and they were historical. And these relationships still carry on today. Perhaps the biggest example of a project which shows the huge commitment between these two nations would be the Duqm refinery project, which has nearly doubled Oman's oil refining capacity to around 500,000 barrels per day. It's not just any other project, it's a $9 billion collaboration, and it's in the heart of the special economic zone at Duqm, which we call CZAD, and it's already producing, which marks honestly a new chapter in our shared story, and one that really promises to enrich both of our nations. Just last year, Kuwait sent goods worth nearly $400 million to Oman, and that's no small feat. It highlights a really dynamic trade relationship. As far as industries are concerned, whilst Kuwait and Oman both shine in terms of oil and gas, Kuwait has a very strong offering when it comes to financial services and construction, whilst Oman complements that with strides in tourism, mining, and agriculture and fisheries. So there's this sort of unique blend of strengths which really serves both economies.
Sir, in what way do the economies of Oman and Kuwait complement each other, and how do they leverage this synergy for mutual benefit?
Well, you're certainly right. Both Oman and Kuwait remain firm-footed about being nations of peace and prosperity, and these are timeless qualities, and I think the world more than ever before is recognizing how important these attributes are. We have a shared vision, and the two nations have stood side by side regarding both regional and international challenges. Just go back to 1990, the invasion of Kuwait. Oman was unequivocal when it came to supporting Kuwait. And it's just, a sincere reflection of that brotherhood. So our cooperation arguably extends to, larger economic collaborations or more significant investments. But also, there's this continuous cultural and educational exchange between the two nations. And I think it enriches both countries. I think it, arguably fosters a shared identity and potentially even a shared purpose. And I think this is good for the Gulf Cooperation Council's framework.
Well, Mr. Jamal Al-Asmi, thank you very much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, the state visit by the Sultan of Oman to Kuwait adds another milestone to the historic ties, as the last visit by His Highness the Emir, Sheikh Mish'al Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, may Allah protect and bless him, to Muscat ushered